What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Going. What is going on? Thank you for choosing once again to click on the channel. This is OYAOY. I am simply here to do my job. Get the messages to the collective. How is everybody? Thank you, everybody that has been liking, sharing, subscribing, supporting the channel. Welcome all new subscribers. I'm trying to turn this on real quick, y'all. So I was just gonna do I like doing my random messages even when I do have channel messages. But I look over and I see it's church Coven. So I'm like, here we go with this shit. You know, it is what it is. Things are being found out about. We're gonna clear some energy just cause. But yeah, I look over and see it's church Coven and I'm like, oh gosh. So please guys, only take what resonates. I'm only here to give it to you so you can have it. We're all stars in our own show, but this may or may not be for you. So whether you know it or not, you could have listened to some older videos. I didn't grow up in church. I wasn't in a family that actually grew up in church. I was one of those people, I always felt something was watching over me. I always felt the love of something else that was supernatural, but I didn't know what to call it. I didn't know anything about it. I literally, didn't start getting connected to the church until I got in my 20s and things was just, wild. Like it was always something going on and I'm just like, man, what is it? And I started, going to church and I literally been baptized, I think 3 or 4 times. I've been to several churches. One church that I went to was actually a woman pastor and she was doing, she was speaking her tongue or showing her gifts or whatever. And she had told me, she told me how special I was. She was praying for the taste of nicotine to be out of my mouth because that was what I was dealing with smoking some Newports, okay? So she was like, you got two real big, powerful, she said demons or entities or whatever around you. And she was like, I don't know what I was going through at the time, but I do know that I was dealing with homelessness. I was, in and outside of different relationships. This is when I knew, something wasn't right, but I didn't realize that it could have been witchcraft or different things that was placed against me when I signed up for whatever this mission is. So I had hit the, pulpit or whatever. I was at the altar and I was laying there praying. And she was like, I'm going to pray these out for you, but they told me that they know how to get you back. And it was like I was always dealing with different things, experiencing when I'd be around different people or drinking and blacking out and stuff. They'll be like, well, I see a demon or you know what I'm saying? People will always play with you about certain things, but they always know who you are. So I started opening up my heart because my heart's always been good, but I was still neglecting self-love. I was still neglecting that because I've always been like, I love seeing somebody else do good. I want my family to do this. And if I got to die for my peoples to be straight, then that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them. Stupid in a motherfucker, but I was one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the ultimate sacrifice. I would rather me go through it than them go through it. Once again, this was before I knew how serious things was. So I would, have them times where I'll be sitting there and I'll be praying within my heart and I would start seeing visions. So my gifts started opening up when I was probably in middle school. I would do like prophetic drawings and stuff. The drawings that I drew, way ahead of my time. Or I also did like ghost writing where I would sit there and channel and I would write and then I'll look back and be like, dang, I wrote this. I was always ahead of my time. So I would start seeing like different visions and people, like I always seen people that I've never even met or connected to when I was asleep. So I just started, being more afraid of it because everything that I was around was not solidifying who I was in my spirit. Okay? Because once again, we wasn't going to church. It wasn't no churches. It wasn't anything like that. But more so, I was going through things and didn't understand what it was because it was spiritual warfare. It wasn't physical. I could always, see somebody, give a look, and the little smirks they give you when they talk and slick slide to you, and you try to act like you ain't heard certain things. You know what I'm saying? Just little things I would do to keep myself out of situations. So I remember the first time I went to a church, and this one guy, he was literally like yelling at the congregation to like sing a song, and I had got up. And that was the first time like people seen me. I've always been able to like stand alone. Like if we go through the club, I can walk by myself. I can do whatever by myself. I've gotten used to it because I've always been a loner. I was always a loner. So I'm like, what is really going on? I'm getting ready to get up and get out, because if this is a man of God and he's sitting up here yelling at kids and everything to sit down and sing a song, then this ain't the church I want to be in. So of course everybody was like, you wrong, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, man, y'all bitches got me messed up. I'm not sitting in no church where a man can't even move himself out the way for God to use him. So that was my first time that I started seeing that, just because it's a certain a man is dressed a certain way or a woman is dressed a certain way, it does not necessarily mean that they are connected to God or know God more than you. And so when I looked over and see his church coven, I'm like, so this is what it's going to be. Somebody could actually be dealing with a church full of people that are either into witchcraft, spell work, or they just, the whole goal is to knock back and oppress certain people so they can keep these positions that they think they can keep. But this is why God's changing things. And it was funny because I was literally, me and my spouse was just doing like some research one day. And we was like, you can get ordained, because we was watching this show. Like, you can get ordained online. So I think it's like $10 to $15, okay? So somebody could even have, a certificate or being ordained online without actually doing the work here. So what is it that we need to know about this church coven? And that came right back around. Yeah, so there's somebody that's involved in the church, could either have their accounts being frozen, or this person has been in a cold place for a long time, okay? So I just had a bunch of them file, and I'm going to take them. Yeah, so you got call it out, tell your truth. Somebody could actually been dealing with a church, and now you're starting to see that it's best for you to speak up and speak out about something that you could have been dealing with. I realized that the safest place that some of these people have is to hide behind their lies or these different walls that they have built to keep the things that have been going on under wraps for a long time. Okay, so you even got bubble wrap here, something about almond milk, biblical blueprint. Yeah, so somebody could have even been using the Bible to reference different sexual stability or sexual references here. And we have seen it a long time where people have used the Bible to talk about, somebody's sexuality or who a person sleeps with or how a person does it, or if a person has, like, when I tell you, I have never been one of those people that have been like, you would never think that people will be so out of their mind to where they are worried about who you sleeping with, how you sleeping with them. You know what I'm saying? These are certain things that are done within the bedroom are supposed to be kept in the bedroom. Okay. Now, some people, they get sick to the point where they start recording certain, they start recording certain things or doing. So somebody could have actually recorded somebody sleeping with a pastor or sleeping with somebody that's in the church. Yeah, this person could have actually been of the same sex here. Yeah, this could have even had something to do with somebody. Oh, Lord. Yeah, oh, Lord. Okay, so we're going to slow down because, some of this stuff I don't even be wanting to be knowing or seeing. But it's like they done so much to us and to those around. It's like whatever. So somebody could have actually get somebody on camera doing a sexual activity, and this could have involved actually brown nosing. So we not even going to say what brown nosing is in these cards, but you know what it is, okay? Yeah, somebody could have actually been connected to either some type of gang or mob style lifestyle. Okay, money involved in the church or connection. This is like connections with the church and certain people that are in the streets that are doing things that they're not supposed to. Yeah, so you got this coven that's getting in trouble for either having mob ties, doing certain things with underage boys here. Mm-mm. Yeah. You got something that's going on in the spiritual realm, and I feel like this is just completely warfare. It's to the point now where people, yeah, you got sirens when I looked over. So you could have been hearing a lot of sirens too. I know, most of the time when I get up and I plant my feet, I'm like, I know to the point where the ground shake like, damn, she's up. Because even though I have not been, on my channel, I still take pride in doing things, whether it's within the spirit, for all of us, you guys, so keep going and moving forward when it comes to if somebody's trying to keep you in some type of fear-based mentality, because they can only operate off of your fear, your depression, those certain low vibing energies that only thrive off of if you feel that way or not. So when you rise and you stand in your power and you start to speak on things that you have experienced, or if you even pass that and you start to live your life according to what God has placed within you, then you'll know that a lot of these principalities do get broken down. I had actually seen somebody that was speaking on it where whether people have the power to break down principalities or call a demon out of the body of someone else's flesh, it doesn't matter. Once you use your power within your mouth, your tongue, that sword, you'll see things working for you. You'll start to see wishes coming true, things being broken off of you spiritually. You're no longer in fear of certain things. But yeah, somebody's whole coven is getting blown. The coven's getting blown here. Something about a patch. Yeah, somebody was doing like a lot of throat chakra. It could have been magic, whether it was a candle or something. Somebody did not want you to speak up about something. And this could have been after your purifying process. So we all know we have experienced things that we may not have even experienced if we knew who we were or what we were doing here. But, a lot of us have been cleaned or purified to do certain things within the kingdom, okay? So you speaking up about something here could be making somebody feel some type of way, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, you could also be getting an arrival of hope here. So let's see. Somebody could have even been traveling to cause some type of conflict and instability in your world. Okay, this person could have been somebody that is either considered a godmother. So you got godmother, God. I'm getting godfather, godmother. This is also, what is that? Yeah, mobster energy. Yeah, you got to call out your truth again. Somebody's not going to be able to tell the lies that they've been telling. Okay, you got frozen accounts. You got people going to jail. You got somebody even in the house with no heat. Yeah, somebody could have been doing something with some online pictures here. Yeah, so you got somebody's father could have been involved in this coven or this church group. Okay, now whether this person knew what they was getting themselves into or not, a lot of us are starting to see that, we were not supposed to keep doing this whole sins of the fathers thing. Okay, it was up to certain people to break these different lifestyles that they've been living for this money, but they didn't do it. They didn't do it. So we're not taking these sins on anymore. It's just all it is to it. So a father is going to have to accept whatever they did with some online pictures here. Yeah, so there could be some pictures that's coming out online involving somebody's father doing something. Woo-wee. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't know that you were a celestial body here, okay? Your destiny is already been individualized. The stars have already been aligned for you because you are the star, okay? Whatever you did, you could have fled some type of religious persecution, and now you settling somewhere modern day. So you could have been inside this cult. If somebody here could have actually been inside of a family that was inside of a cult or a group or a coven here. Okay, but once you started speaking out your truth, they had to take them chains off of you. You had to be let go of. Yeah, but you got to trust no one. Okay, somebody, he or she knows. Okay, they already know what you've been through. You could be trying to find a level of stability within your life involving your sexuality. Okay, so whether you're trying to figure out if you actually into man or woman or you vice versa, however it goes, you guys, somebody is breaking this stuff off of them. And I wish you well on your healing journey, because yes, it is a battle to figure out where it is you're supposed to be on your path. But once you get through these different levels, and I'm telling you, it starts with the pain and suffering and clearing out the sexual energy that you could have been connected to. You also have to move out your ego. You cannot operate in the, well, this shit should have never happened to me. Fuck everybody. Okay, we've been through that stage where we'd have been like, you know what? I didn't deserve this shit. Who's all involved? Point them out so they can catch it. You know what I'm saying? You have to move out of that ego. You got to move out of your pride. You got to move all this stuff out the way and let God clean you out so he can use you, because this truth is coming out. Yeah, it's completion card out here. So we're going to see. You got to love yourself. So this is somebody that could have actually been breaking away from this coven or this group. Whatever this church is. And that's another thing. Yeah, you got somebody blowing up the phone. Okay, so somebody's stalking. Somebody could actually be stalking somebody. And this feminine energy could be from your church. Somebody that's very controlling. Could be trying to pop up at your driveway. Yeah, this is somebody that's on and off. Okay, this person is constantly on and off. 1 minute they love you, 1 minute they don't. The love ended today. Somebody is like literally on and off with how they feel about somebody here. And this could be because you're starting to call out things that you've experienced. Also noticing some type of form of witchcraft. And I hate saying the word, because when I tell you, when I woke up to this stuff, I did not even know about covens, cults, different rituals. I did not. It was so sickening to the point where I literally was still. It took me months and months to years to be like, this is not what people are doing. I had to keep questioning. I've never questioned God so much to the point where I'm like, are you really telling me this is what we've been dealing with? And on this level? People really putting stuff on things and giving them to you, or touching your vehicle, or chanting over you, or doing different rituals, using candle magic, sex magic, using different places that you have been. Like, you'll notice if you have been to a place at a younger age and you end up in that same place within your teens, your 20s, 30s, or 40s, 50s, or whatever. Yes, if you are in that same area, that energy is still being used, okay? That is called energy harvesting. So yes, people are into some weird shit, y'all, just to control the narrative of what people are supposed to be doing, or how people look at other people. And it's just, that's why it's coming out. Yeah, so now somebody's blame shifting here. Somebody could be blaming something on a curse. And that's what I'm saying. If you're in a covenant group and you participate in these rituals against people, you can't, blame somebody else and be like, somebody's doing some magic against me. Bitch, we don't do magic against anybody. Real people of God do not go around creating these type of obstacles for another person, because more than likely, if a person is chosen by God, ordained by God, has been anointed or appointed, then they do not create or cause the same level of suffering that they have already experienced, because you have to have love somewhere. Okay, so somebody is really still trying to blame like some type of supernatural force for something they could be going through, because they was inside of this group of people in this church, working with these people with this money that be doing this stuff with brown nosing. Yeah. You also got somebody around the Uber here. Y'all keep watching these Ubers. So you got the Ubers and the food, okay? So somebody could be tampering with your food that you ordering online. I don't see how with a key. So with the key, somebody can be locked out. Okay. So you got, yes, don't eat their food. Somebody could be tampering with some food that could be in your driveway. This is literally somebody that could be working for Uber, that could be stalking somebody, that could be just sitting in the driveway. Yeah, it could be flickering lights on and off here. This is also a form of distraction, you guys. If it's not a noise campaign, or, driving past your house at certain times with a loud ass pipes, or playing music while you're doing different studies or something, know that these people still try to control energy that they can't control anymore. So what they try to do is use certain scare tactics, okay? And this is only to get you, not worked up, but just keep you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, somebody could have actually been dealing with this since they turned 15. So like I said, somebody is turning 16 too here. Like this is I don't know why I'm getting like King Sierra. Somebody's turning 16 here. They could be breaking away from this, or this is how old you were when you realized things was changing for you. The age of 16 is very important. Small services. Yeah, somebody's working with a neighborhood. Somebody's jealous because you warm, okay, outgoing. You could have people that actually look up to you in your community. You have excellent communication here. These are people that will run around and speak so bad about you because they feel like that they do not want you to feel like you have help in whatever crisis that you feel like you could be dealing with. And when I tell you once again, this is for you to take the lead during this time, okay? Because your help is going to come from the spiritual realm. Your help is coming from the spiritual realm. Yeah, there could even be a maid, a babysitter, a housekeeper. Whoever this maid, you got maid 2 times. Yeah, somebody was doing a lot of beauty rituals here. This person could also have the curse of Sarah to the point where they losing all the edges around their head is really bald. Okay, whoever was involved in this group of people that was doing this magic here. This could also been somebody that was just covering up the fact that they was really dark. So they was doing certain things to appear a certain way, but it's not going to work anymore. Yeah, this is people that could have been sleeping with each other here. You have something about some water. You also have a Leo here. Yeah, somebody feels like you have some type of boldness. They very angry because of your boldness, but this person is operating out of ego. Okay, they don't like that you have some type of power and responsibility. You could have some type of nobility too. Yeah, they wanted to tear something down, but it's like they getting torn down. So there could also be something that's getting torn down here that's going to do something to some water. Okay, so y'all know to keep boiling your water. Watch your water. If you are in certain areas where they are doing demolition or doing stuff. So it's before the fame, after it plays out. Okay, so somebody wanted some type of fame here. So what's this Church of Coven? They wanted some fame, but we are starting to see that this fame shit is playing out. Okay, if you feel like you have to rob somebody, kill somebody, set somebody up, do some type of blood magic, sex magic, do rituals, do it, who would want that? Okay, y'all talking about fame, but now y'all getting aimed at. Okay, this is like to the point where this shit is sickening. Y'all calling. Y'all doing so much, but ain't nobody calling on God though. That's the thing. These are the certain type of people they will call around to everybody in the neighborhood to gossip, to lie, to speak different things, but they're not calling out to God for something that they need. Trying to make friends with enemies. Yeah, manipulating a lot of stuff here. So you got locked up but don't want you to know. So there could be somebody that's already locked up from this group, this coven, or this church. Okay, but they don't want you to know. So it came out again. Look me in my face at 16. So whether this was a parent or whether this was somebody that was close to you since you were 16, 16 keeps coming up. So many near deaths, I don't fear death. Okay, so you may have experienced going through so many different times where you felt like your life was about to end, but it didn't. To the point where you don't even fear it. That is where God really wants you to be at. Don't fear any of it, okay? Because it's like we don't die, we multiply. It's just like roaches, but it's like, damn. And I have been, when I tell you, I've been shot past, robbed, jumped, in car accidents. The stuff that I have experienced, y'all, it don't even make sense. I wouldn't even make it make sense or dollars. It wouldn't make it. It wouldn't make it. It wouldn't make it, but it's going to make the news. Because they've been manipulating a lot of stuff here. Who is this look me in my face at 16? Yeah, so somebody could have actually experienced something at 16, and this is what you're doing. You unpacking all of those emotions or things that was, keeping you stuck and stagnant or in a fear-based mentality when all of this was taking place. Okay, because it got that you are unpacking out the jungle. Yeah, someone's moving towards their birth right here. And, we hear it so much, but this is literally, you have the right to have peace in your life. You have the right to raise your children. You have the right to be who you are called to be. You have the right to heal from things that you have experienced. You have the right to live in housing that is safe, that is, you have a right to all these different things, but it's like somebody always wants to cause death, and we already know the enemy comes in many forms, okay? He has many faces. Yeah, so you got sirens again. Never underestimate the underworld. Okay, so these people was working with the underworld. They was using different powers to work with. This is basically being. Let's talk about it. Okay, this is somebody that is willing to open up themselves to lower energy entities to be used by these lower spirits. Okay, so they can be manipulated into thinking that they have power over people and people of God. They believe that they have these spiritual powers because they have opened up their body. Yeah, that's the only reason why they opened up their body to these different spirits here. They have several forms. Okay, somebody could actually have 7 forms. 7 forms, 7 faces. Being able to attract several different people, whether it's masculine or feminine energy. This person could have even caused a miscarriage here. Okay, they drain the strength and the life of their victims. Yeah, you got bubble and trouble bubble. So chew on that, bitch. Somebody's gonna be popping their bubble gum while they getting questioned. Light one up with me, and I'll talk to you until it's done. Freak flick. Yeah, someone's getting caught up for a movie that they did. Whether they try to use this movie against you, it's coming out. Yeah, because they bothered by your boldness. Somebody's really bothered. Oh my gosh, you got it. Refer someone to church, okay? Somebody's profile is fake here, okay? Somebody could have actually been referred to a church and this whole place was a cult coven or whatever. They was trying to keep you mentally enslaved, okay? Making sure that you had, lost memory of certain things that happened to you. And like I said, since 16 came out. Yeah, you got pretending to know. Somebody's pretending to know something. What are they pretending to know? It doesn't matter. What they will know is we removing the spirit of bondage here. You got Romans 8:15 here. Okay, somebody was doing like a lot of chanting and repeating different things. They could have been bothering you in the astral realm, also causing some type of sleep paralysis. Somebody's dealing with sleep paralysis, not able to move in their sleep, or they waking up with bruises here. This is because whatever vibration they on is really low. They're able to be manipulated. Yeah, they're able to be manipulated by whatever this spirit is that they called on. This person may not even get any sleep. Yeah, so you got sex with me, intellectual. Somebody wants to have some type of spiritual sex here. And this is only because whoever you are, intellectually, emotionally, moral. Yeah, you got a baby prophet. So somebody's daughter could be 16 that's actually going through this right now, or you went through this as a child here because you was a prophet here. You was able to speak up and out against something. So somebody was trying to manipulate everything to the point they was doing a lot of chanting. Yeah, tampering with a lot of different records. Could have been school records, medical records. Yeah, this is even family that could have been involved in this coven here. Okay, they was speaking really wrong over their own. So you got speaking wrong over their own. Somebody was talking real reckless over their own family here. It could have been something involving a party or a limo or a bus here. This is also like humiliation ritual. Someone always wanted you to look some type of way. Yeah, Jezebel. They wanted you to be in this Jezebel energy, worshiping the false gods that they do. Also worshiping the dude downstairs. Yeah, they wanted you. It was okay for you to be a queen as long as you was the pagan queen. Okay, they didn't want you to work with God here. Like I said, somebody didn't want you to work with God. So you cannot sum up or touch the human existence, okay? Like I said, somebody was trying to control the spiritual realm using these low entities, but God is over the lowest lows. The Most High is over the lowest lows. Yeah, these people are not getting any mercy. Okay, what's that? Doom, 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 doom. Is that Beethoven? Is that Beethoven? Yeah, you got four or more people that's not getting any mercy. Okay, it could have been some. It's a lot of footage that's coming up. I don't know if these are actual movies, but like I said, it's freak flicks. It could be different videos here. Yeah, someone's being changed from the inside out here. Yeah, this group was targeting women and children. So, like I said, you could also have some type of lawsuit due to, and this is what they'll do. They most definitely will record you without your consent, you and your child. When I first experienced it and realized it, I was at a flea market in Kentucky, and we literally had, I was called a nigger and all type of shit, y'all, and I just lost it. And these people followed us with their cameras and everything, and it's the things that they do to try to manipulate how you are seen in the public or how you are looked. They're gonna have to take accountability, because these are the spirits that we're dealing with. We're dealing with the spirit of hatred, of jealous, of envious. We deal with the spirit of racism. We deal with different things, and they have been targeting women and children for a while. This is why it's a reset going on. Okay, you could have also been dealing with being a target by 4 or more people that was in this coven here. Yeah, you got the spirit force and you got natural force. Okay, so this could be like whether it's like spiritual police or different people that are going to have to take accountability for what's been going on. This generation, So you got this generation will receive God's revelation. And I was talking about it earlier, y'all, because I was like, it's crazy, but we all are going to witness. It doesn't matter if you believe or not. We will all witness the glory of God in our lives at this time, because time is up for all of the foolery. So you got a fruit getting rolled up. Okay, so there could be, whether it's a masculine or feminine energy, this person is getting rolled up. Yeah, doing stuff to try to stay young. Okay, you could also be connected to certain streets here. I realized too, like in my hometown, um, like certain streets like Oakwood, Hollywood, or Holly Park, or Holly Drive, or anything with Holly, Oak, or certain words. You can look those words up. Most of them have to do with like trees or different spirits. Know that on these same blocks, on these energies, I had actually one of my favorite readers that was talking about it, and I was talking about it for a while, but it's like these areas that you in, get to know them, okay? Because you don't know what you're on. Like on my first channel, I was speaking on it because I was praying and, getting closer to God, all while dealing with gang stalking and having my spiritual awakening and dealing with hacking and having different people trying to set me up, being thrown in jail, having my son taken from me. And I was dealing with all of this, but while still realizing that most of the places that I was living at was buried on top of cemeteries, or they were in different areas where there was a lot of bloodshed, or people that had died due to injustice. Like all of this stuff is connected. You will see that the energy is harvested no matter how it goes all the way across the board. It will be harvested more when a person is not fully aware of their own power or who they are, their own energy, where they're placed, or who their lineage is. Like it's sickening, y'all, but we are being led to our best self. Okay, we know better, we do better. All right, this is about as easy as I can say it. Let me get a couple more. Yeah, but it's good to know where you are at. I had actually lived in a couple places where it was like Oakwood, and then I had seen it in a movie, Oakwood. And that was back in the time where, like, I was going through the most without realizing I was going through the most. So you'll start to see little names and stuff. Yeah, this Coven's getting caught up for doing different things within people's phone. Could have been cloning different information. Hell, we don't know if they cloning people at this point, but they copy a lot of things. Even watch the certain links that you could be clicking on certain people's profiles or wherever you visiting online. Okay, a lot of these people know how to do these things. So we're being more right now. We're not being less. Okay, so somebody is like dealing with having to worry about if they are enough and you more than enough. Your cup overflows here. Okay, this is why God is having you hear everything. This is like standing there and everything moves slowly and you can see different insects that you probably never would have seen, or you witnessing a flower bloom and you never would have watched that, or you've watched something, a bird land and take a drink of water, but you never would have really had the time to stop and watch that. This is the certain type of things that could be going on in your life right now. Like you get connected to the Most High to the point where everything in nature, you starting to like hear it. So you could be clairaudient to where you are hearing certain things. But these people play with a lot of the stuff they play with. Y'all don't even want to know. Yeah, so this person has a long line of undoings. Whoever this church group of Coven is, they have a long line and a long history of wrongdoing. So they trying to undo a lot of different stuff. Working with different orishas here, different tools that they could have stolen. Yeah, distributing different shops. Okay, even watch the spirit shops that you visiting or different shops that you are buying online. Watch some of this stuff because yes, they do put stuff on that stuff. Okay, you cannot buy something or purchase something from a person that is dealing with their own trauma identity and they are, selling certain items that are supposed to help you. Their abundance comes from making sure that your cup get knocked over. Yeah. Spirituality. So a lot of them was using African spirituality for greed here. Okay, using different coordinates, points, apps, maps. This is even like constellation, astrology, using astrology here. Using different advisors and coaches that could say they trying to help you, maintain your money. They do a lot of work in the morning. So this is like 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Okay, and they have made this the way of life by creating this conflict. This is why God is showing up. I don't know why I got a tribe called Quest. Yeah, so you got ordinary people, take it slow. It was a lot of incorrect information. Somebody's dealing with something in their spine here. Okay, so somebody could actually be having, and I told y'all, it's like these people going to be folded up like a pretzel. Somebody could literally be folded up. Their legs, their feet, their toes or something. Something's up with somebody's bones here. Yeah, somebody could still have a key to somebody's house or apartment, or a lock code to an iPad or some type of tablet. Yeah, they're dealing with a spiritual drought here. Okay, so continue to pray, meditate, fast, connect mind, body, and spirit. They're starting to tell on each other and sink their own ships. You're going to see a lot of them going ghost because they're trying to do the most in the background. It's not going to work for a harvest that does not belong to them. They losing energy, health. Yeah, watch connecting to them. Some of them want to have these kids so they can use their energy too, you guys. You got OYAOY out, bringing storms. Also the Queen of the Dead. She's the one that sends the souls to the underworld. So, most definitely know she ain't scared, okay? Wielding weapons of magic. So like I said, somebody was using somebody's orishas or guides to do something here, this coven. But it's frightening because they had fear of something. They didn't know that somebody was strong here. So you got I'm with you. Your Orishas are with you. Your ancestors are with you. God is with you. You got Aset. Aset, the mother. So the great mother's here. Private pusher. Okay, somebody could be an influencer that was in part of this cult of covenant here. This is why they was doing something for some damn money. Yeah. This could have been somebody you was actually working with too that could have invited you to church or get you around some people. These people already know you're not ordinary, okay? They was causing you to have to keep traveling. Somebody could have even been traveling by bus constantly trying to get away from something. But it's like you got to know that it's spiritual, okay? They could have also been working with a scientist or a surgeon. My bad, I said scientist. So it could have been a scientist too. Yeah, whoever this practitioner is, they rely on psychology, okay? This person simply just dissects different personalities to expose different vulnerable spots. This is how this person also makes her personality by doing different scamming, coming through dissecting personalities to expose vulnerable spots, dealing with psychology, okay? So this person just cuts up different people spiritually and puts themselves together to do whatever this is. Yeah, you even got that they could have been involved in some rental scams here. So they're waiting for you to post so they can do the most, okay? Somebody's been drinking a lot. You got a non-reader, somebody that learns outside themselves. So this is somebody that wasn't even ordained to even read, but they have been doing some readings for people. Yeah, you got gator boots. So this could have been somebody's priest or somebody's pastor. This is somebody that, they flashy on the outside. But yeah, somebody was working with this church coven here. They was waiting on you to post so they could either copy, click, create, make links, or it could be stealing. Like I said, they're stealing a lot of money here, but you're aware of it. Yeah, using ideologies for this particular group, social class. So hating hoes ain't healthy. It's a lot of hatred within this group here. Yeah, you got cover-ups, KJ. So this could have been a friends group that was involved in this coven too that was trying to do some cover-ups. They was foes from the beginning. You guys keep watching who you are around. Like, we are in them times where, yes, we live in our life the best way that we can until things are the way they're supposed to be. Okay, so a lot of us, whether we are collectively moving forward and still doing things that we love to do, know that until the time is right, you will know when the time is right for you to be around certain friends groups of people that are really for you, because right now we in the season of setups. Okay, tease the season to set your ass up. This is what they own. They don't have any energy. So you got no more slaughter of innocents. Somebody was working with the police here. Could have been bringing in different stuff using cargo. You got Jack Ryan. So you got up and coming CIA, a dangerous assignment, pattern communication. You got godparents out again. So somebody's godparents could have really been mobsters or part of some group. Yeah, it's a generational curse. Deuteronomy 5:9, third and fourth generations. Farm baby. Somebody wanted somebody to be taken out by copper. They basically wanted somebody suicidal. Okay, this person's still in the game. They're getting a bird bloop. Okay, so this person could have a bird. Somebody is close. I heard Masons. So somebody's slithering through the system, okay? This is literally somebody has gotten away with working with different cops, working with people with money, working with a coven, a church, okay? So you got house looks like a horror film. And I say it too. It'd be a lot of people to be on there just capping a lot, just like, I'm going to help do this, I'm going to help do that. But these are the same certain type of people. If their house is not completely empty, then their house is filthy, okay? So you got a house that can star in a fucking horror film here, and somebody's really trying to say that they helping somebody while they neglecting their baby. Okay, so God's preparing the table in the presence of your enemies. Somebody was trying to keep your whole life in their pocket. So you got speaking on something they will never do. This is somebody that will never get out, get out and get it, get out and speak about it, get out and work. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not working, get out and create with using your own intellect. Okay, these are the type of people, they speak a lot, they talk a lot, they want to look like it, but they not it. Yeah, no job, but they stay sharp. Okay, so this coven, they don't have a job. They don't have a job, but they stay sharp. And I got it again, gator boots. So who is that? Big timers. Yeah, they trying to be big timers here, but they ain't even got it. So taking this moment to believe in me. Somebody's taking the moment to believe in God. Know that they will be busted. Somebody's getting busted with either a bag of money or a bag of information or a bag of something. Yeah. Just know that you're doing this for God's namesake, for your purpose. Okay? There was a curse between you and someone else. It could have been a family here. This could have been while you and your child had some type of issue, or while you and your child experienced what you did together, okay? Because this was a part of a curse that needed to be broken, having to do with either a family or a husband and wife, some type of submission here. So somebody wanted you to submit to something, okay? They could have even wanted to, and these people, somebody wanted someone to be completely either a junkie or out of their mind here. Okay, so they can continue stealing out of the honey pot. Yeah, they was carrying your weight for the longest, but they couldn't hold your energy. So there's some doors opening up on this coven. It's over. Could have been 3 exes back involved. Okay, wanted you in this mentality of poverty. You got poor behavior, uh, safe drinking water, sanitation, air quality, malnutrition. And this is what I had brought up. You probably already experienced this or this environment. And when I tell you I experienced it by simply being in government housing or believing that I was in a program that was meant to help me, but it was literally more eyes on me there than it was anywhere. And these eyes wasn't on me to help or create some type of assistance. This was a part of certain people that get involved in these different groups to get money to try to do stuff against you or set you up or make things look a certain type of way. Yeah, somebody has somebody's badge or identification card, could have your ID, license. So you're getting all the hidden faces are being revealed to you, okay? Inside the trap with the one who placed you there. Okay, so these people are getting, like, wherever, if they end up in jail together, this is what's going to happen. They're going to end up telling on each other, fighting each other, because they're going to be inside of the trap that they had for you. There could be a knock at somebody's door, okay? Somebody's going to be dealing with a closed casket here. Yeah, you got sold to the government, okay? So somebody's family could have been really wealthy or, really connected to either a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a group, mobsters, somebody. And that's the whole thing, they want you to believe that you're free, but we know that there's certain levels to the matrix that we have to keep getting out of. It's like you get out of one, you get in another one. You get out of one, you get out of another one. Until we live in our best life and the casket's closed. Okay, so somebody's got to deal with a closed casket here. Yeah, you got average Avenger. Wow, with child, Gucci suits. So this is the type of stuff that they wear. Gucci suits, gator shoes, gator boots, stuff like that. They receive checks on their children. They want their children to be either labeled with a behavior disorder or different disorders so they can collect checks on them. They use them as scapegoats. Somebody's very aggressive to women, okay? This could be an earth sign out here. Be mindful what you mind. Pay attention to your thoughts, okay? You know that thoughts create reality. So when you are receiving these things, this information, downloads, or things are being revealed to you, continue to picture and envision things the way you want things to be. Somebody's going to be involved in a high-speed chase. Yeah, so somebody was made vulnerable through economic injustice, racial or ethnic oppression, gender discrimination. Okay, this is what oppression is. This Covenant Church group was involved and behind this. It's just what it is. It is what you see. It's not what they say. So they were stealing your lingo so they can try to take the show. Somebody was even like listening to your videos or something so they can try to go make a video, talk like you, act like you, but they couldn't take the show. You got a new city, a new map, so somebody's moving away from this stuff. You got assets, country girl. Somebody was actually initiated into something. They was waiting on you to self-sabotage, but you got divine timings here. This is why this person is going bald. You could even be pregnant. Somebody's pregnant right now, but they have a hell consciousness. This is like somebody that's in a lower energy here. Yeah, they use gifts. They use others' gifts, but this is basically somebody else's energy. They believe spiritual power comes from the outside of them, not within. This person doesn't love themselves. They could actually be riding the bus right now. Yeah, so your memories are being unblocked and released. You got Our Father, Hail Mary. Yeah, these people was using invocations, different chanting and repeating. You got your ex's sisters out here. They was doing hexes, doing different hate. Okay, they was hating on your happiness. Wow. Yeah, they was obsessed with like demon crafting. So they dealing with like false ideas, mind bending. Yeah, they picking up a lot of stuff at night. So during the night, they'll do different things, different rituals here, candle work, even into pornographic. Yeah, you got Catholic Church, and your church Coven came back out. They into a lot of stuff.